And if you come in here on the weekend and nobody's here, you can actually drive in up to here and park your car and start your ride from here. Okay, so the Greens Bayou separates the east and west sides of Greens Thicket, and this, the Levee Road, is what I've determined as a dividing line north and south to break the areas up into quadrants. The east side is heavily rutted up by four-wheelers. It doesn't drain as well, so anyway, they make a lot of mud holes on that side. The west side, as you can see, it drains pretty well. It don't take but 3 or 4 or 5 days after a good rain, and it's mostly dry. The four-wheelers and motorcyclists have completely forgotten about the northwest quadrant, and that's where I want to concentrate on cutting new trails. So that's where we're fixing to go. I've got a mile or two here already. Make sure I'm still recording here. Okay, here we go. The midnight. And that is another good area to develop. Yeah, I'm riding in motorcycle mode. All this shit that you see fresh cut is me. Okay, and that is a big loop. No, gotta go through this first, I think. Okay, and that is another trail, heads back down to the bayou. It's a dead end, but let's go look at the terrain real quick, because it gets pretty good, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And see, this heads back. Needs a little development. But as you can see, it goes on back, all the way back. Just needs to be cleaned up. Let's go get back on the main trail. Okay, back to the main trail. Oh yeah. And this is a big drop. It goes out to the bayou and takes off further down the bayou, but I've actually made a bypass to the right. And I kind of started a trail to the left here, but anyway, that's for a later time. Some people call me the space cowboy. Okay. Speak the truth. And you can't tell it right here, but this trail actually goes back up that way, back to the main trail, or back to the main trail this way. Are you ready? So, look and see, here's the drop in, and there's still more possibilities that way. Not to mention, there's some nice steep terrain for some of those hardcore drops. Okay, let's continue on. And you know what? Right at the bottom down there, it'd be cool if we had a ramp to jump that fucking do the evil Knievel. Okay. You're the cutest. So this way is the main trail. This way goes down along the bayou, dead ends a ways up. I'm a smoker. And then we got the swamp here. I need to finish that other end to bypass the swamp, but the swamp dries pretty quick and you can actually skirt the edge of it. Oh shit. And stay dry for the most part. Yeah, it'll dry up. We have had about 1.5 inches of rain a week ago here. That tells you anything about how. I need to carve a path from that trail over to here, and that'll bypass the swamp here. Say I'm doing you wrong. Uh-oh. Your mama, 'cause I'm right here at home. See, there's lots of rain. Best thing I ever did see. As you can see, okay, this is as far as the trail goes anymore. It used to drop across the creek right there and continue up. There's about 2 more miles of woods till you get to East Mount Houston, and another gully that's at least this big, about halfway up. I'm about fell up out my chair. Had to get her number. Took me like 6 weeks. And I've actually got a trail that loops back around. But I hadn't cut it out good, and I kind of get lost. I need to go through and cut it out better. Oh.